All right, so let's move on to the last one. So why doesn't Dame get his respect? So why don't you think Dame gets his respect?
Man, I honestly this question is perplexing to me because I got Dame, up there at the top, when it comes to, the point guards in the league. He's shown time and time again he's a dog. Like Dame is a dog. Like you look at the definition of dog, Dame is right there. Like I don't understand why people continue to overlook Dame. Like even going against the top guards, he never takes a step back. And it's like, what more do you want him to do? Is like because he's in Portland and he kind of gets overlooked, or like a lot of people don't stay up late enough to watch the games. Like I really don't know what it is, but Dame is a dog, man. And coming from Weaver State, you know he has a chip on his shoulder, and he plays with a chip on his shoulder. Even to this day, he still plays with a chip on his shoulder, and it's just like I don't understand why, individually he doesn't get the recognition. It's like, okay, I understand that, you know, his team, they have their hiccups in the playoffs, and sometimes he has bad games in the playoffs. But I mean, everyone has bad games in the playoffs. That shouldn't take away from what he does and what he's capable of doing. I mean, he's done it time and time again. He's the most prolific clutch time scorer. You know what I mean? He's what is it, like 30? What he got, like 34 like clutch
Yeah,
shots or
I
something
know he
like that,
like the
bro.
number one.
Like it's ridiculous. Yeah, he's number one. It's ridiculous that I mean, they call it Dame time for a reason, but he just doesn't get the love. It's like, I mean, look at the All Star voting. Is like, oh, Curry, because they just people just so in love with Steph Curry, they just forget about the dog that Dame is. It's like, what I mean. I mean, it's I personally, if I had to choose, you know, Russ, Chris Paul, Dame, Steph, I'm gonna pick Dame. That's just me. That might not be the most popular opinion, on the internet or in the basketball community, but I'm going with Dame all day.
Yeah, probably just a point guard. If you need a point guard, most people pick Steph. But to me, Steph is not a point guard. He's not a playmaker. He he doesn't really average that many assists. Like he's a shooter. To me, Dame. I mean, Steph is just a shooter. Like Dame is like a point guard. He could initiate the offense. He could run an offense, and he could score when he needed. If I had to pick between Steph and Dame, I pick Dame probably every time. But the main thing with Dame is why people pick Steph over him because Steph beats him all the time in the playoffs. Golden State always come out on top. Even like this season when they play together, Steph has 60 on him. So that narrative is just going to keep going. Why Steph is better than Dame? Like that's just the sad part about it. That you know, I think this was like the game that last time they played was like the game that um, well, they actually won the first game, but when Steph scored that 60, that's what people are gonna always revert back to is that Dame got 60 over by Steph. But in all reality, I believe Dame's a better player, and I don't think he'll ever get his respect until he does something in the playoffs. And it's gonna be hard to do something in the
I
playoffs
mean,
with Portland.
and see that's what kills me about Steph Curry and his fans is like the man he hits some of the worst shots ever. Like if you his shot selection is terrible, but for some reason they go in. So yeah, I mean you're shooting bad shots and you're making bad shots. People play good D, and it's like he shoot a bad shot and it goes in. What can you do? I mean, you shoot 20 bad shots from three, they go in. You do the math on that. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. And then, as far as the team thing goes in the playoffs, I mean, it's hard for
Yeah.
Damon and CJ McCullough to beat Draymond, Curry, Thompson, and KD. Like, it's hard for two All Stars to beat 4 and 5 All Stars. So I mean, I don't want to hear the team thing. It's like, yeah, okay, at the end of the day, I'm looking at it from the player perspective only, and to me, Dame is a dog. Like, Steph does his thing. I take nothing away from him. He does his thing. I just don't like his game personally because I would never. I mean, you play with me. That's just not the way I would play. That's not the way I was taught to play. Jacking up all those bad shots. I don't like the way he plays, and I think that kind of messed up the game. And if you look at the little kid, the kids coming up now, it's all about dribble, 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 shoot a long three. Like, that's not basketball to me. Maybe I'm just old school with it, but that's not basketball to me. Dribble, 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 pull up. Dribble, 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 shoot threes. Dribble, 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 shoot threes. Like, I mean, look at Trae Young. He's a product of that Steph Curry era, where it's, dribble, dribble, dribble. I'm gonna jack a three from the logo. I'm gonna jack a long three. I'm shooting over. You know what I mean? It's like mid range game is dead. You know, Remember back in our day, guards had post game. No guards posting up outside of Westbrook. You know what I mean? Like, it just seemed like no one works on their overall game because Steph made it glamorous and Steph made it popular. Dribble, 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 shoot long threes or shoot bad shot. So now that's what everyone is focused on. You remember back in the day, it was and one mixtape stuff. Let me cross you, and then it was dunking. Dunking was a thing. Back in our day, it was let me cross them up and I'm gonna go smash on them. But now they taking that away and it's 3-pointer.
Step back,
Let me break you
down,
off
cross up
and
and
pop
step
this
back.
three in your eye. Exactly. Yeah, that's what it's about now. And that's just Dame does it, but Dame also to me he has a more all around game.
Yeah, he
Than
definitely got more
Steph,
all around game and
honestly.
stuff. But like today, I think a lot of teams will be more efficient if they shoot less threes. They'll be way, way more efficient. But I don't know. It's just like the thing today that they have to shoot a lot of threes. Because in the playoffs, one of the reasons why the Lakers won wasn't because they shot a lot of threes, because they got a lot of easy baskets. They got Andy Davis got a lot of easy baskets. LeBron James got a lot of easy baskets. So teams who want to win, they know how to win. And the regular season is all good just to run up and down the court shooting threes. That's good. Like that's one of the reasons why the Lakers lost the last 3 games, because they want to go up and down and shoot threes instead of getting the 2 points. So I know when it's time for LeBron to score and he's off, he just go get his 2 points. But when he hit 2 threes, he's just going to keep shooting threes. So
It's
a lot of
ridiculous.
players are like that. They hit one and they wonder why they 1 for 8 or two for 9. Well, they hit 2 of them.
That's an easy
They
shot. It's easier to put. It's easy to pull up a three. It's
it's
easy to
real
pull a
easy.
three.
Yeah, it's real easy. And
Yeah,
you
it's
you're
hard. It's
speeding
hard
up
to
the
work
game.
yourself to the paint.
Yeah, you're speeding up the
Right.
game, man. Going to the paint, muscling yourself. You play in the post. That could drain you. Going down
Mm-hmm.
shooting threes, you could do that all day. So
Right.
it's just there's not playoff ball at the moment. I know things change a lot in the playoffs. Um, I know Golden State won shooting threes in 2015, but they got break every series along the way. Every series they got a break. And then 2016, the Cavs didn't go down shooting constantly threes. They pounded them inside. They pounded them inside
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie, LeBron, and then when they got Durant, it was just all threes because you can't double team somebody when you got three sharpshooters on the wings, one in the middle, one on the wing.
Right.
So I think 2017 really changed everything, and it glorifies Steph even more because he's wide open shooting those shots now. He doesn't have to pull from the long range like he was, the year before. So I don't know. So just gotta wait till the playoffs so we can really see good basketball sometimes.
Man, what is Golden State's record? I don't even follow them like that.
Let me see.
What is their record?
Last time I checked, they were like the eighth seed. Let me check now because they actually won today. So Golden State is number 8 still. They 17-15.
So they might not even make the playoffs. So and
Well,
Dame has made the playoffs. Dame has made the playoffs.
they playoffs every year. He's in the playoffs.
Damn near
Right
every
now,
year.
they're the 5th seed.
And he's won series on his back hitting clutch shots.
Well,
You know what I
Steph.
mean?
They won't ever judge Steph like Dame because Steph got 3 titles. So
Yeah, but
it
Steph
doesn't
also
matter if he doesn't make the playoffs the next 2 years.
Steph
It won't affect him.
see that's not fair to me because Steph has always had he's always had a freaking all-star team with him. Like before the team became what it was, they wasn't winning anything. Like he wasn't winning anything. He was barely even making the all-star team. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? He was barely making the all-star team. Now, you get develop Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. And you get you some veterans, and then now they have a system, and then they become what they became, and then you go add Kevin Durant those last 2 championships. It's like, come on, man, you can't hold that against Dame because he didn't get Kevin Durant and have all these killers on his team. You know what I mean?
You know.
Like it's funny how everyone they'll give Steph a pass for having a super team, but then they talk about all the help LeBron had when he had an injury prone Dwayne Wade and overinflated Chris Bosh that really
No, those was
wasn't.
Hall of Fame players in their peak compared to everybody else. The
Man, come on,
way he
man.
had that one year and Bosch just never fit. Like he literally had 0 points in the game 7 in the finals. That's Chris Bosch for you.
Yeah, he was Kevin Love. It's like on a bad team in a small market putting up big numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you got to the big stage, he basically was average, but because of his name and what he did in that small market, he was this great player. Like even after LeBron left, Kevin Love hasn't done nothing. So how 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 did that work out? Like when you're the focal point of a team, a small market team. Of course, you could put up numbers if you shoot the ball enough and you're down there grabbing rebounds. Oh yeah, it looked like he averaged 20 and 10. Well, why is he not doing it now in Cleveland? Why wasn't he doing it with LeBron? Why wasn't he doing it now that LeBron? Why isn't he doing it now that LeBron is gone? Chris Bosh, obviously he got injured and had to retire and things like that. But I mean, he even the years before he actually got injured, he wasn't doing none of that after LeBron left. So it's like they try so hard to just take credit away from what he's doing. I'm not gonna take credit away from Dame, man. Like, yeah, Dame has had times where he had bad games in the playoffs, but at the same time, he's shown time and time again that he's a dog. Period.
Well, that's it's just the narrative of players today. You know, it's just how it is. It's the narrative of players today. If you don't win, you're not that good. You're a bum. Like they say,
Which is
LeBron ain't
ridiculous.
really accomplished anything because he only won four titles in 18 years. Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. So that's just
It's just
the
crazy to
narrative
me.
today.
Yeah, I've never in my life of being a fan of sports and playing sports I've never heard a 4-time champion be referred to as a loser as much
as a loser.
as I hear LeBron. It's
Um,
crazy. It's
I mean,
crazy.
all he
Like
do is
Jerry
lose.
West.
Yeah.
Jerry West was what, 1-9 in the finals, and you never hear anyone say he's a loser or he shouldn't be the logo, or you never hear anyone say anything about it. Never. You never hear anyone criticize, his finals record or anything like that. With and it's sad, because they just, it's all predicated on the fact that there's a large number of individuals that believe LeBron is better than Michael Jordan, and they just can't deal with it. So
They
it's
have to diminish
nitpick,
everything he
nitpick,
do.
nitpick, and that's the
So,
same thing that happens with Dame, man. When if you say, "Oh, I think Dame is better than Steph," here you go. Oh, he don't have any rings. Well, he ain't have a super team. Oh, well, Steph dropped 60 on him. Well, Dame gave him buckets too. But you see what I'm saying? So it's like,
mhm.
it's not like, oh, he dropped 60 and Dame had 2 points. No, Dame had buckets too. He just, hell, Steph just hit 60. Hell, I mean, sometimes when
Boy,
you're an
on
elite
fire.
player, it's hard to stop elite players. I mean, Jalen Rose knows, hey, got 81 put on him. So it's like, it's hard to stop an elite player. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I just look at it from a different perspective. I just look at it from the perspective of appreciation for, everyone's game, and we need to stop
Yeah.
diminishing people because they don't have a championship in a team sport. I'm pretty sure if it was a
I,
one-on-one championship, in NBA one-on-one championship, I'm pretty sure it would be, a lot of them wouldn't have a chance in hell to win the championship. Like Steph wouldn't have any championship if it was a one-on-one championship and he had to go against Russ, or he had to go against Dame, or some John Wall, or somebody like that. I'm pretty sure he
mhm.
wouldn't have any, if it's a one-on-one championship. Because
Yeah, he probably couldn't beat nobody one on one. Unless he hit every shot that he shot. That's the only way. But the other guys, you're gonna take it to him. He's just not big enough for them. He just better hope that they miss a layup.
period.
But like a lot of that comes from just the media and older players just want to put the emphasis only on rings. So
Yeah.
it's just a narrative. I don't even know if like that narrative was there before. Like I only start hearing about this narrative when LeBron, you know, was 1-3 in the finals. Like no one ever called Reggie Miller a loser. No one called Charles Barkley a loser. Like I never heard those people get called a loser. Dominique get called a loser. But as soon as LeBron is 1-3 in the finals, that narrative came. As soon as he won his first title, oh, well, let's knock him down. And this has been continued to happen to every player. Like, why you think James Harden left? Because they called him a loser. They didn't just say, I'm not gonna join the team. This is my team. If somebody want to come join my team, they can. But like, he just don't care. So that's just the media for
I
you.
mean, look at the league. Look at the league when Kobe had it. When Kobe was the man. Like they didn't criticize Kobe not having, the championships. They were basically comparing him to Jordan. Oh, can he match Jordan with, Jordan 6 rings? Can he get the six
Hmm.
rings? Can he match the 6 rings? It never was, oh, Kobe lost
Kobe
these
lost
many
twice.
finals. He can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
can't. He
lost
can't.
twice in
Yeah,
the
it
finals. He
never was
can't.
that. It was always him. Can he catch Mike? Can he catch Mike? Can he catch Mike? It never was all Kobe's a loser. Um, and it's crazy. It's just crazy to me. Like you can't call these players losers because their team, hasn't won a championship. Like it's way too many other factors that go into a championship. Like no one has ever won an NBA championship by themselves. Like this one player. You have to
Well,
have complementary players. You have to have good coaching. You know what I mean? You have to have a front office that's willing to do what it takes to build a winning team and have a winning culture in the franchise. So it's I mean, it's not boxing, it's not UFC, it's not tennis. And even in those individual sports, there's still a team that
Yeah, you
gets
got to
this
have your
person
trainers and
prepared for
everything.
that one-on-one conflict. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
no one
like,
just
come on,
goes out
man,
there and fight.
let's stop with the
Tyson did
stop
though.
with this.
Tyson
You're not
should
a
went out
winner.
there fighting.
It's like we need to stop this. You're not a winner if you don't have championship narrative, man. That's not a good. That's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. Like, are
and
you not a
then
winner? You
they
don't win championships.
and then they get mad when players leave to actually go win a title. They force their way out so they go win the title. Then they get mad. Well, stop putting this narrative out if you gonna keep disrespecting everybody. Like they're leaving because you have created this narrative that only you're good if you win titles. As simple as that. Stop
Right.
creating a narrative and getting mad when they fall in there. Oh, LeBron left it. Well, you kept calling him a loser because he couldn't win a title in Cleveland. He should have stayed. Like you
And
made
it's
it
crazy.
almost
They
impossible.
call him a loser for they call him a loser for leaving. Then they call him a loser for going back. And then he actually went back and won. So
But
it's
they say he had a stacked team.
I'm
He
just
had
I
Kevin
just
Love.
don't. Come on, man. That team wasn't stacked at all.
It was never stacked.
When you got Matthew Dellavedova come on, man. Dellavedova, where is he at now? Like, come on, man.
I I
Come
don't
on,
know
man.
where. Maybe he's back with the Cavs.
Just like man, come on. It's ridiculous how they try to make it. Like just like the team that went and lost, got swept by the Spurs. Where in hell that team was supposed to make it to the finals? Daniel Gibson as your starting point guard. Boobie Gibson.
Will be Gibson.
Come on, man. Boobie Gibson. I can name 5 guards from Gary right now that we played against that would give Boobie Gibson fits. But he's your starting point guard, and that was a stacked team in the NBA Finals. Like, come on, man, come on, it's ridiculous. We need to stop it. 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 Especially and these older players, they need to stop it too. Because I don't know if anyone noticed, but you see Utah Jazz, and you see how Donovan Mitchell been killing.
Well,
He's been killing.
I
Like
mean,
the dude, he's a dog. He's a dog too. Shaq talking about, oh, like, come on, Shaq, man, sit your old ass
that's
down.
they are the main haters in the game today. Like they're supposed to be,
Man,
trying to prop up the NBA, and they're on TV trying to disrespect the game all day long. Well, you can't touch them. You can't do this. You
man,
can't do that. You can't do
it's
this. Every
crazy.
show, it's annoying. Like I don't even watch them no more because all they do is talk bad about the players today.
Like,
The game is easy. Everybody getting paid too much.
and then they wanna always try to be all they're for the black, you know what I mean, pro black, they're for the black, all black, but you're tearing down a league for the black men. Like you're tearing down a league for the black men. You're making a narrative
That's the
so
problem.
that
They're
no one
making
wants
that
to watch it.
narrative,
So basically, you telling
basically.
people, yeah,
Yeah.
that would make a casual fan not want to watch it if they
They're like,
know who Shaq
yeah,
is.
you're
Shaq
right.
is on
Yeah, he's
TV.
right.
Yeah, Shaq is on TV. He's on commercials, the General, and all these other different commercials. So this is someone that people will look to and be like, oh, I trust what Shaq is saying. So by him saying, oh, it's off and this and that, that's make people not want to watch it. It make people not want to watch it. So now you have these young brothers that's doing that thing. Now they can't make a living because now you got people tuning out. The league is losing money. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
they're not thinking about the bigger picture in all this.
yeah.
They sit on their little
And
soapboxes talking about how much better it was, and it wasn't. wasn't
I mean,
much better.
like
Come on, man.
the main thing with me is they're supposed to be on TV after games promoting the game, and they're doing the opposite. Like, why would you finish watching a game and then you talk bad about the game and the league? I just don't understand it. Like, they put you on TV to help promote and help people watch more of the games that's come on TNT, and they're doing the opposite. They're disrespecting the game constantly.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's super annoying. It's super annoying. It's like what is the purpose? Like what I don't understand the purpose of the what are they trying to gain from it? Because it's like if you're talking about how bad the game is now and how it's soft and this and that.
And I could average 60 a game if I
It's
played
never gonna.
today.
It's not
All this
gonna.
crap.
I mean, it's not gonna go back. It's not gonna go back to the '90s. Charles Barkley can't play today. Shaq can't play today. Mike can't come back. So what is the purpose of you talking about what you would have done? You didn't do it. I
And
mean, you didn't even
yeah,
do it while you were playing. So
yeah.
you did average 60 while you were playing. So what make you think you're gonna average 60 now when you can't even run up? You couldn't run up and down. Shaq, could you imagine Shaq trying to run up and down the floor and chase an Anthony Davis or a Joel Embiid? He would have to guard Joel Embiid at the 3-point. Like, come on, man. Like, could you
He'll be
imagine
a.
Shaq trying to guard Joel Embiid at the 3?
Did you see him versus the Suns when they was playing fast plays? You see how terrible he looked. He looked terrible in that offense.
Cut it out.
Like
They just need to stop. Just
I used to always tune in to watch it, but I can't watch them no more. It just seemed like everyone's a hater. Like, I don't even watch a lot of the sports shows I used to watch. It's just a bunch of haters. It's just a bunch of haters. Like, I used to like watching like Chris Bouchard. Yeah, you know, he actually understands his job. Like, you can't go around here disrespecting. Like, I'm trying to get paid. We can't be tuning people off because you're tuning off thousands of people because you keep saying that, you know, this game is weak. You know, everyone in the 90s would have averaged 60. Jordan would have averaged 70. Like, all this other stuff. Like, what's the point? Like, what's the point? Like, what are you trying to prove?
beats the hell out of me, man.
I mean, everyone knows who Shaq is. We know you won 4 titles. They consider you the most dominant player of all time, you and Wilt. Like, leave it at that. Just leave it at that.
They need to cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out.
All right, then. That's the end of the show. You got any final thoughts?
By any means necessary. We out.
All right. Thanks for tuning in to Not Another Sports Show on the Blue Chippers podcast. For more content, check out our other shows and subscribe to the Blue Chippers podcast on YouTube. Follow us on Not Another Sports Show 2021 on Instagram and Twitter.